So I have a small presentation about the school. But one thing I want to say is when we started our school, my husband Pascal is French. I'm originally Indian. And the idea was that you do not need a lot of money to start a good school. A good school comes from good classroom practice, and not only from bricks and cement and infrastructure. So the school that we have is a small school, but it is very popular. It's amongst the top schools in the country because our classroom pedagogy is very important. The second point is that we decided that we can use the city resources instead of creating new infrastructure. So all the private schools which are there today in Moscow that you collected together, this is a very important experience. You can use the city gardens. You can use the city libraries. You don't need to make a big library. You can use the city swimming pools. You can use the city art museums. You don't have to create and invest money in bringing too much of infrastructure into school.
Thank you, Anju. Let me translate. I'm sorry that I interrupt you. Да, Анджу говорит, что они, когда начинали, им не потребовалось много денег. Самое главное — контент, то, что там, чему они учат. И, соответственно, последние мысли сейчас, которые она озвучила, то, что, находясь, например, в Москве, да, или в любом городе, можно и нужно использовать городскую инфраструктуру для того, чтобы ваша частная школа работала хорошо. Ну, в данном случае у них такой опыт. Это местные библиотеки, это местные бассейны, это местные парки, которые задействованы в их программах. Thank you. Please continue.
Okay, so I will try to quickly show you a presentation about our school. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So the name is called Mahatma Gandhi International School. And very important, we use everything from technology to manual work. Everything is through projects and experiential learning. That is our school.
Да, основное — это опыт, да, то есть это опытная школа, где есть получение определенного опыта, да. Yes, please.
You can see this is the building in 1998, what the city, the municipal authorities gave us, and afterwards the building became much better after we took over and we made it into a good school.
До и после, да. Okay.
The projects, we do a lot of projects in our school, like the children make their own cafeteria and they run the cafeteria, and that is how they learn maths, science, languages, humanities, etc.
Да, у них, например, есть свое кафе, которым управляют ученики. Yes, please.
They also do other projects like doing filmmaking, in which then they learn science, humanities, language, and they make films even professionally.
Да, ну все ясно, они тоже занимаются творчеством, как здесь были представлены школы. Yes, please, thank you. Let's continue.
Yes, and they're also doing a lot of projects themselves. So when they do the project, it is real life project. They're selling things, they're making things. So they're learning business, entrepreneurship and enterprise.
Ну, у них есть проектная деятельность, как вы видите, да, где они учатся предпринимательству тоже.
And they also learn a lot of real life skills, which is very important for schools to do today. We also use a lot of body and different senses in learning, which is very easy to do and makes learning fun and enjoyable.
У нас такое было сегодня, по-моему, про подсознание, что-то вот похожее. Yes, please. Yes, it's very clear.
Yes, and we also do a lot of decision making. Children make their own rules and they run the school democratically by deciding things with all of us. So it's very democratic and they resolve their own problems amongst themselves.
Я думаю, все поняли, да? То есть у них в школе демократия детская, а они часть решений принимают сами. Thank you. Let's continue.
This kind of seating arrangement is very important so that children can sit in groups and they can do collaborative learning. There is no front bencher and no back bencher.
Yes, please.
We also use the floor a lot. So everything is a resource. Our idea was the building is a resource to learn, the city, and even the classroom spaces. So children are using the floor to make things and to learn.
они используют все подручные средства, чтобы учиться, в том числе вот пол и так далее. Yes, please.
A lot of projects that the children did led to very different careers. Our children have gone on to become designers, musicians, they do film editing, they're filmmakers. They've also gone to the top universities of the world, from Stanford, Harvard, UK universities, European universities, and top Indian universities, and even in Russia.
Они поступают во все, что вы сейчас услышали, в Стэнфорд, Гарвард и даже некоторые университеты России из этой школы. Вот с этими пластиковыми стульями, видели? Со всем этим. Они поступают в Стэнфорд. Yes, please.
And now what very important, we do a lot of teacher training. So we are training teachers. Very important for private schools is to invest in a continuous professional development. If the teachers are continuously trained, they will be able to do well. So we are now doing a lot of trainings across the world, in India and elsewhere. And this is a little poem from our daughter Tara. And Tara is not, unfortunately, in this world anymore. We lost our daughter in 2014. And both of us went through a lot of pain and grief. But what she taught us is that everybody's interconnected. And you sitting in Moscow and we sitting in Ahmedabad and he being French, we're still interconnected. And that is what children have to learn through our education.
Да, спасибо. Thank you. Да, они потеряли дочь, но при этом она их научила заниматься этой деятельностью. Thank you.
And this is what we're talking about is joyful experiential learning for a sustainable future. Our education model must change. Children must be doing things when they learn, and that learning must be useful to them. It must be useful for society. Otherwise, it's an old learning. And the world has changed. So a lot of focus on skills and thinking skills and participation in community is very important for schooling.
I will translate. Pascal, I'm sorry, I will translate what Anju said. Да, она говорит, что мир меняется, знания, которые сейчас дети приобретают, они должны быть нужны этому обществу сейчас. Это одна из главных мыслей от их выступления, а не какие-то знания, которые вдалбливаются из позапрошлого века. Да? Поэтому этим как раз Индия и хороша, вот, на мой взгляд. Извините за комментарий. Yes, Pascal, please.
Yeah, what really is important is to have meaning, purpose in education. So here I believe that you have a lot of people who are thinking of starting a school. So the first thing, if you want to start a school, is not to go to find money, to build a building, to build infrastructure, whatever. The first thing is a purpose. Why? For what you want to create your school. And if the purpose is right, then your school will be good. And the purpose has to be for the benefit of children and benefit of human being. And if it is there, then the thing will happen, which is why whatever you want to do right from the beginning, you concentrate on human being and not on bricks, cement, infrastructure, money, and all that. Really the human being. And you know, there is one secret. I will give you something very secret. What is a good school? And I give you free of charge. I don't take money for that. For
Pascal,
this great
yes.
secret.
Let me translate the first part, and after that you say your secret, okay? Да, Паскаль сказал, что главное, чтобы стартовать свою школу, ну, тем, кто ее здесь в зале хочет запустить, да, это я в том числе, вот, это смысл, зачем эту школу открывать, и ее назначение, конкретной вашей школы. Вот это его мысль, которую он озвучил. Можно поаплодировать, мы поддерживаем наших индийских товарищей. And Pascal, please, a secret. What kind of secret you want to say? Сейчас он секрет скажет нам.
There's a big secret, very simple, and I give you. What is a good school? You will have a good school if you have good teachers. That's all. This is a great secret.
Спасибо. Спасибо means thank you. Namaste. Okay, Pascal, Anju, thank you very much. We provide all your contact details to our guest, the participant of the first conference of the private schools of Russia. Let's make exchange with each other. Thank you for your participation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Au revoir. Namaste.
Спасибо.
Namaste. Спасибо.